Marketing reminds you. Brands get remembered. I'll say that again. Marketing reminds you. Brands get remembered.
Like it's done. By the time people see you, they already know they want to buy versus people like trying to do the opposite of no value and just sell.
That's because I'm a marketer and a branding guy, not a salesman. But I'm also a salesman. Look at the earlier question I asked you. You said, what are you gonna do? I said, sell. I know how to sell, I know how to brand. The best way to sell in the world is not to run retargeting programs or affiliate marketing, it's build a fucking brand.
Marketing reminds you. Brands get remembered. How can you isolate yourself from the competition? And what do you want them to remember?
You think my man here is wearing those Nikes because they cookied him? Right? Like everybody here is wearing everything they're wearing, everything, the underwear I'm fucking witness, what is it? Calvin Klein. It's brand. It's brand. It's all brand. That's exactly right. I don't want to ask people to buy my shit. I want to say I have a new sneaker out and people buy that shit.
Marketing's about information, education. It tells you what something is and maybe why it does what it does. Brands, well, they're about something more. It's about ideas. It's about feelings. What are you doing in your agency? This is something that I discounted for so long. I never thought branding was that important. I didn't really understand it. Maybe. I thought, a brand was, making sure that you had a nice logo, your fonts matched, your colors were the same. That's the shallowest understanding of branding that I had. I thought the marketing would become the brand. That the marketing, if it was good enough, if it answered all of the questions, if it did the thing, that's all that mattered. The brand is about connecting that feeling with an action. To propel somebody to not just be tricked, coerced, bludgeoned into doing business with you. Marketing reminds you. Brands get remembered. Now, I do think, the person that builds the brand, the company that builds the brand, I don't think necessarily is the same as the person that does the tactical marketing. I think it's too, if we're doing it at a high level, if we're doing it at the peak of what it is, high level branding. And what I mean, not like 30,000 foot, I mean like really awesome, really good, communicating that idea, that feeling, that emotion behind the thing that you do. I think that's a different person than the person that sets up the workflows, the email autoresponders in some way.
But I would only argue with you on this one particular point. Let's use the Beatles because it's the most obvious example. If the guys making the Beatles contracts in 1963 knew how valuable the Beatles would be in 2018, can you imagine the contracts they would have written? They couldn't conceive of the brand value of the Beatles, the brand value of Metallica, the brand value of Queen, the brand value of Journey is so much greater than the music business wanted to allow, because if the artists knew how much value they had when they achieved the top tier level, they wouldn't be able to control the artist.
And the reason that's important is because, what would you rather do or have happen for your business? Do you want to try your hardest to remind somebody of who you are and what you do? Or do you want to be good enough that they already know and they remember? They remember because brands are about ideas. Brands are about feeling. Brands are about being something more than just the thing that you do. Brands inspire, brands transcend, brands tell people why they should do business with you. Marketing It informs. It educates. The one thing we know for sure is that we have no idea how valuable that brand is going to be in the future. But what we need to do is stop giving it away for free right now. We need to understand the value of it. We need to hold on to it. We need to protect it. And we need to make sure that we're building it every chance that we can.
So what we have is a changing relationship. So I agree with you on the technological part and your kid being an example. But I think what we're really realizing is, like, we've all had this experience. Like, you're a generational band. So there was a period in time where it was like Metallica, Megadeth, Anthrax, Slayer, blah, blah, blah. Time separates out the A tier and the B tier, and I'm not here to judge anybody, but at some point it becomes empirical and obvious that there are certain brands, for whatever reason, like Spider-Man or Batman, endure at a higher level. They resonate to a wider audience for a wider set of reasons, and you and I aren't smart enough to figure out why, but we can at least sort of gauge it. Now that the audience is really in charge, and then by extension the artist is in charge, that relationship is going to grow into something that's almost unfathomable to us even sitting here today, because that peer-to-peer relationship, which is the language that they like to use, is actually way, way, way more valuable than anybody could have ever imagined.